Hello, this is Darren from Treasure Life Family Farms, and we had a request in the comments. Somebody was wondering if I ever made a video about the wheels on our chicken tractors. We're running 5 different chicken tractors right now, ranging from some of the first one we ever built up to our newest one. So I wanted to make a video about the wheels on these things. So thank you, Fred, for asking, and here's my wheels on my chicken tractors. Now, this is kind of one of our oldest and smallest and sort of the original chicken tractor. We'll go from there, and I'll show you quickly a couple versions that I don't like that I would not build again, and then we'll get to the ones that we build every day. Alright, so originally on this, I'm going to tell you, I think these are the wheels that we bought. These are like a 10-inch wheel. They're all bolted together in one big thing, one handle in the middle. And this actually still works for this little chicken tractor, but in no way would that work for any of the bigger ones. So don't build this. Try to stand in the way of the wind. Hopefully that'll help. This is one of our bar rock roosters. We ordered 26 hens and 4 from our boys, so that's not good. So anyways, on the back of this one, we had a couple lawnmower tires from the front of a John Deere lawnmower, and so we built a whole set of wheels on that idea. Not a lot wrong with that, other than that tire's going to go bad soon, because the twin to it did go bad earlier. So I found these wheels at, I'm going to say Menards or Home Depot, and replaced them, and they're solid, and they're fine, but I can already see rust coming on the spokes, and so I don't know how long this will last. But don't build this either. Chicken tractor's got some of our older laying hens in it. These girls are about done, but they're still our current laying hens. This wheel setup, don't build that either. It's getting closer. It's one of our ones that's a little closer to what we build now if we go to do them. So let's go check out what else we shouldn't build. As it's plainly obvious, these are in the middle of failing, so these are going to get a new wheel on them before long. Don't buy those wheels. This one over here is holding up a little better, but I'm guessing it's also on its way out. Not that wheel either, okay? Alright, now we're getting down to what I would build more of. And hopefully the chickens aren't growling or whatever you call that enough that we can't hear ourselves, but here we go. So this is the one. This whole unit down here that's bolted on, 4 bolts there, this underlying galvanized unit with a wheel on it, except for it's not this wheel, it's one of these. I can get that whole thing and the wheel and everything on it for 15 bucks at Menards. Same things for sale over at Farm and Fleet for 30. So I buy these. I go until the rubber comes off after about 1 to 2 years. And then I replace it with this hard rubber wheel. This hard rubber wheel is 15 bucks on its own from Home Depot. And that's how we get to where we got the right thing. So we do start out and we do use the rubber ones up until they're gone, and then we replace them with the Home Depot wheel. So let's see here. What do we got? Everything on here is built for a 20. Get this going up here. Our chicken tractor has 27 inches of face front to work with here, and our metal is like 26 there. So we get 2 angle irons like that. Then we cut up all these other pieces. These ones here are 8 inches. Okay. This one's 8 inches. So we cut those 8 inches out of their 1.5 inch flat bar. These angle irons that we mount the deal on, these are 1 foot, 12 inches for those. And when I get done building it, these are roughly 4.5 inches apart from each other. Weld something in there to stabilize that so that's not wobbling around on you while you're trying to bolt everything together. We're drilling holes. These holes all have measurements here. That one's at 10 and this one's at 19. Do that on both those angle irons so that that'll everything will kind of fit together there. Set your wheel onto your angle irons after you got this bracket made. Mark the holes and just drill those out there. We're roughly insetting all this stuff about 1 inch. Let's see here. We're cutting a conduit to just make sure this doesn't play in and out, but this is all welded fixed. So just these guys could play in and out, but they're not going that far. But that conduit helps out. Just cut a little 1/2 inch conduit spot for that. Then I cut an angle iron for my main lever point here. And I found that if that's all I do, eventually this angle iron starts to, bend and warp. So it wasn't too hard, just cut a couple extra chunks of junk rebar to beef that handle up. Definitely worth it. So now we see this in action. It just folds over a little past center and it comes to rest on this rebar here. This rebar is welded right there just for this purpose, just so we're just a little past center, and it gives our chicken tractor about 1.5 or 2 inches of clearance there. We do the same exact process for the front and the back, just the front has the swivel wheel on it, the back has straights. They all cost the same. I don't know why we would want to do swivels on the back. I don't see why. It seems counterproductive, so I don't do that. But that's what we have. This pipe that we're putting on these, I don't even know how long. It's usually half of whatever stick I've got. These are 34-inch long, the main handle. Make sure you grind, get this smooth so you're not cutting your hand on it every time you use it. And that, okay. I mounted all these originally. We did a lot of these, and I think maybe even all of them originally with just a kind of a heavy screw, but we went away from that too, and this one hasn't fallen off yet, so it's not been updated. What we're doing now is if these come loose or if we need to do anything with them, we drill that out and we put in a 1/4 inch lag bolt, and those lag bolts will be good for a very long time. That's pretty much a look at the wheel system that we have. We just do one on every corner. These are big chicken tractors. They're 16 by 9, the bigger ones that we have, and this does really great. We come over and we pull the handles down, lock them, over center like that. We tie our ropes on here, and then we pull with the Gator. I'm a big guy. I pull these chicken tractors all the time by hand. It's not that big of a deal, but the smaller people in the family really can't pull them that well. So we pull them with the Gator most of the time. Even I pull them with the Gator most of the time. Let me see here. These bolts are not that big, but how long are they? the 6.5-inch bolts for all these. I'm either double nutting them, or depending on the chicken tractor, putting on neoprene nuts, just so they don't come loose, come apart. And that's a look at my wheel setup. I hope I covered everything that you were wondering about. And you know, if you have any questions about this, maybe ask in the comments, and I can go over it. You know, give some answers there, or get some more video. But that's pretty much it. I've got a Lincoln wire feed handy MIG welder or something. It's kind of the lowest end of the Lincoln wire feed welders, and it gets this all done. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Just one little side note to throw in here, a bit of an afterthought, but just for all the folks. This wheel design that you see in this video is something I thought up, made it up, and you are free to use it if you would like to. I don't plan on any proprietary anything, or worry about anybody copying it. In fact, if you do, let me know. It'd be kind of fun to see your version of it. But yeah, it's not, I didn't take it from anywhere else, and I didn't and I don't claim any copyright or patent or anything weird on it. So go ahead and build one if you like what you see, and if you change it up and make it better, let me know about that too, because I'm always up for improvement. As you can see, we went through about 8 different kinds before we landed on the one that I would probably build again next time. All right, thanks for watching my video.